Hope. Sure, let's just hope that works for it. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to start with doing embouchure, so you can just lay your clarinet across your lap. So I want you to put your hand in front of you and pretend that there's a feather, and you're going to lightly blow the feather off your hand. So like a nice gentle stream of air. So do you feel like the firmness in your corners?
Mm-hmm.
And there's also just a little bit of a pucker. It's better than it was, but flat. So without the instrument, just form an embouchure. You don't want the inside of your lip to peek out when you're playing.
Okay.
And you don't want to just push your lips forward. We want our corners forward, but not our lips. So just like pressing forward, flat.
Like, is this good or?
Yeah. So now I want you to say he.
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 Now say he and don't move your tongue. So he.
He.
Do you feel how your tongue is up in the back?
Mm-hmm.
That's the tongue placement for clarinet, because that's how your air is going to travel too. So now take your clarinet and take your hand and just shake it out. And just, so now someone passes you a glass of water, and that's your hand position.
Okay.
So we're very round. And then do the same with the other hand. And that's your finger position here.
I need to think more. Cause like whenever I lift this hand up, I feel like I'm losing control of the arm. So I need to like.
That, it helps to keep your fingers closed. That will help that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And think about, you don't want the instrument resting on your bottom lip. You want it against your top teeth.
Okay.
So that might be like part of the issue you're having is that there's too much pressure on the reed, which is why you're not getting sound and there's so much resistance, because you're pushing. Because there's only, if you take a look, there's only so much space there. Like even if you look between your mouthpiece and your reed, there's only so much space in between there. So even the slightest bit of pressure, just like look, I'm just putting a little bit of pressure, it closes it off. So you want to think anchored against your top teeth. That's another thing that I need to go over. Switching between notes that have one or more fingers down. You don't want to pick up your finger. You want to roll. Okay. So instead of going like in this measure. You get a little blip of another note in there. So you just want to roll.
Roll. Okay.
Roll. Let's talk about articulation.
Okay.
Have you gone over this yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was, don't tell me. It's not ta, it's T.
Yes. And why do you think it's T and not ta?
Ta, because T uses the tip of your tongue, and ta uses a little bit more of the tip of your tongue.
Anything else?
Because it raises the back of your tongue.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why.
T, yeah.
That's why all of our articulations are T. Double tongue. When it exists, tiki, 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 tiki. But we don't do that, so you don't even have to worry about that.
Okay.
Very tip of the reed, lightly, because you're stopping the vibrations of the reed, which doesn't take a lot of like you're just like stop. It's like hot stove, T, but your air stays continuous. So why don't we just do T. Good. So let's just play up an F major scale.
Okay.
So you're
Starting
gonna start
down
on the lowest, and we're gonna play all the way up to B flat. Do you know how to use the drum keys?
No, we only got up to A.
Okay, so for B flat, you just add the register key.
Okay. B flat, register key. Okay.
So the fingers is all of them, and then you just pick them all up, and then when you're done, you go A, B flat.
Okay. Do we hold this key as well, or just register key in the?
It's just the register key and the drop key in the front.
Okay.
Alright. So let's just start by playing the F. Okay, good. Now we'll play together. Ready? So let's just go for it.
Okay.
We'll go slow. 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's just try this measure.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3.
Okay. This is.
So you might need to use a little more air just to get into this reach, but don't force it too much. If you feel the resistance, that's probably because you're doing something wrong with your embouchure or your tongue.
Okay.
But you haven't squeaked yet, which is really good.
Surprising.
Does it feel better?
Yeah, it feels like I can actually do it this time.
Okay, so let's play. 1, 2. So why don't you actually try going from E to A? So like. You do want to make sure that when you roll, that you completely take your finger off the button, because though you may not be, do half notes. 1, 2, 3. Take up the finger all the way. All the way. Yeah. So 1, 2. your fingers closed, but you just have to make sure
Yeah.
that you're not pushing any of the buttons. That was good though. That was really good.
So.
Let's just try this one more time because I'm sure it's not. You did it fine the first time. Just add articulations.
Mm-hmm.
Ready? 1.
Yeah, my thumb is like completely giving out right now. Okay, thank you.
Good job though.
Oh man.
Make sure it's not the cork grease.
Yes. I was holding the cork grease because I was planning on putting it on, but then I was like, let me check my phone. And I was on my phone for like 10 minutes. So then it's like, I kind of forgot this was my hand. I was like, okay. And I was like,
now I'm gonna die.
I'm going to die.